What is this? Mussa Dankwah, what is this? You can say NDC will win, nobody cares. But don't disgrace political research. Mussa Dankwah, you are disgracing political research. What is this?
A few moments later.
It is now my distinguished pleasure to say that I sincerely apologize to Mussa Dankwah for being critical of his analysis, which has tended to be spot on.
2 seconds earlier.
What is this? Mussa Dankwah, what is this? You can say NDC will win, nobody cares. You can say MPP will win, nobody cares. But don't disgrace political research. Mussa Dankwah, you are disgracing political research. What is this?
1 eternity later.
So I have received numerous tons of text messages, and everyone has shared the video of Paul Adom Otchere saying something about Mussa Dankwah's analysis. It's been shared everywhere. I have had my fair share of it. It is now my distinguished pleasure to say that I sincerely apologize to Mussa Dankwah for being critical of his analysis, which has tended to be spot on.
Okay.
Global Info Analytics, which is a company that Mussa Dankwah founded, has predicted the election right. Many people did not see this coming, but Mussa Dankwah's Global Info Analytics saw it coming. They predicted the percentage, and we ridiculed them in the studio because it was an outcome that was not thought to be plausible, and we apologize for that. We withdraw the ridicule, and we salute you, Mussa Dankwah and Global Info Analytics. We'll be calling him to come into the studio, if he will, to share some of his opinions and his views with us. But I'll be making a call to him. Tell Mussa Dankwah that I'll be placing a call to him to have a conversation about his work and to invite him to come to our studios.
2 seconds earlier.
When you want to talk about a statistical researcher as well, whether you want to give him credit or you want to discredit him, what you do is that you go and check his history. So if it is Economist Intelligence Unit says John Mahama is in the lead in the election, we go to Economist Intelligence Unit 2020, Economist Intelligence Unit 2016, Economist Intelligence Unit 2012, and then we will see a trend that, Economist Intelligence Unit's predictions, they miss by only 2 or 3. Even me, I have been predicting elections in my own small corner using the same analysis, and I've gotten some right, I've gotten some wrong. But the way in which you get it wrong is the issue. The way in which you get it wrong. So who is Mussa Dankwah? This is Mussa Dankwah. Mussa Dankwah told us after Alanche Martin had exited the MPP race, Mussa Dankwah told us that the MPP race is going into a runoff. He said 54% of voters prefer Alanche Martin to lead MPP in 2024. He said that. But he also told us that the MPP race without Alanche Martin, including Kennedy Japan and the rest, is going into a runoff. Mussa Dankwah, go to the next page. Why am I not able to swing today? Sorry, viewers, today the thing is not working. No, let's get that. No, bring it. Yes. Global Info Analytics predicts runoff in MPP presidential election. Now, when you predict a runoff in an... yes, that's the story. That's the story. I'll come back to it. Global Info Analytics predicts runoff in MPP presidential election. When you are an analyst, a researcher, and you're doing political research, and you predict a runoff in the election, runoff may not occur. Everybody understands that. But what happens should be close enough to a runoff for you, the researcher, to be called credible. If the outcome is so away from your prediction, then you are either lazy or you are incompetent at your work. Because if you tell us from research that you have done that the MPP event between Kennedy Japan, Usofia Koto, Adai Nimo, and Dr. Baumia is going into a runoff. Mussa Dankwah, he said this is going into a runoff. We were all in this country. How was that going into a runoff? How is it? I mean, every child knew that Dr. Baumia was going to win. People just didn't know by what margin. But everybody knew that there was no chance in hell for any runoff between Mahamadou Baumia and Kennedy Japan. Baumia was going to win. And that is what chased Alanche Martin out of the race. Because Alanche Martin is an experienced politician. He looked at the situation. He knew that embarrassment was awaiting him because Mahamadou Baumia was going to be elected by the people. Everyone knew that. Only Mussa Dankwah didn't know. He who researched it, those who knew it, they just imagined it. We all imagined that Dr. Baumia was going to win. We didn't do any research. Mussa Dankwah did research and came to tell us that there will be a runoff. Runoff how? That neither Dr. Baumia or Kennedy Japan was going to make 50%. Okay, let's get to the story. Let's get to the stories here. It says an outright winner needs to garner more than 50% of the votes. The survey, this Mussa Dankwah survey, conducted with 4,311 MPP delegates from all 275 constituencies between October 2nd and 11th, shows Dr. Baumia leading with 43.5% support. In a surprising twist, Mussa Dankwah says, the outspoken MP has managed to rally substantial support, securing 23.5% of the delegates backing in the last few months, while Dr. Bawumia remains the candidate to beat. The rising popularity of Kennedy suggests that the race may be more closely contested than initially anticipated. The survey also revealed that 18.3% of delegates remain undecided. And that's also very important in what Ahia Odo taught us. May he rest in peace. From what we learned in N2, a political science, if you have a research that is showing 18% undecided, you are not yet ready to publish your work. We were taught that. I mean, I don't know where Mussa Dankwah, I don't know whether he was there, I don't know him, but maybe he was there. But generations of people have been taught political research at political science by Kofi Dra, by Ahia Odo, by Professor Achuai. They all taught us. Kofi Dra, Ahia Odo, Prof. Achuai, they taught us. Xerox, please tell Mussa Dankwah that we learned this thing in school. Tell him. Where is Joe Asa? I won't mention Joe Asa's name because he's a top foreign service official. Joe Asa, tell Mussa Dankwah that we have been taught this. Mussa Dankwah, we've been taught political research, so don't do those things. We know it. Tell Mussa Dankwah that we were told that if you have anything more than 10% that you cannot put anywhere, your research is not ready to be published. You can keep it internally and keep working on it. But if you have anything that is more, Economics Intelligence Unit don't come and tell us that they have 10% undecided. You have to have below 10% undecided so that you can factor it in one way or the other and make a bigger and what we call a macro conclusion. In your executive summary, you put it there. Get me back the work. This is Mussa Dankwah. So Mussa Dankwah came to lie to us that there will be a runoff. Mussa Dankwah, he came to lie to us that there will be a runoff. If you look at his research findings, you can see 18% undecided. What kind of research says 18.3 are undecided, and I'll publish it and give it a headline that the event is likely to go into a runoff? Mussa Dankwah. In the end, Muhammadu Bawumia got over 60%. 6-0. Kennedy got the rest. Also, Ifria Koto got something. But in the end, that's what happened. So I don't know. You see, in any society, BBC will never use this survey. They will never use it because they will know that they will ask that who did the survey, what is his background, what's his history, where is the document, let's read it, and they will say that but this is the guy who came to say that there will be a runoff. What is he talking about? Mussa Dankwah says that John Mahama is leading by, in fact, in one of the micro reports, Mussa Dankwah says that John Mahama is actually leading in Ashanti region over Dr. Bawumia. He says that. Mussa Dankwah says that. So we know we are in an election year, but let's get serious, okay? I mean, if you're doing media, serious media, I mean, media can be funny media and other media. We all do funny things. But we don't have to foster on the young people this kind of crass research. I'm not saying, it's not about MPP or NDC, but it pains me that I did not apply my political science to do research because this will not happen. Steve Ahia Odo will cancel the work. What is this? Professor Dra, he will cancel the work. What kind of work is this? You come and tell us that you don't explain why Northern region has suddenly shifted. Northern region has been following a trend. It shifts. You don't tell us anything and just come and put a boom. John Mahama to get 66%. You are the same person who told us that the MPP race was going into a runoff. Muhammadu Bawumia smashed it away with a 60%. He smashed it away. And then you come and tell us, I'm not saying you should say Muhammadu Bawumia will win, but give us something that has intellectual quality because we've all learned this thing and we don't want people to say that we go to school for nothing. We don't want that. It's painful when you go to school and struggle throughout the 3 years at Legon, writing exams, writing IA and people who have and you want to be proud of something. So when you struggle like that and you see Professor Bob Hinson on social media doing marketing, you are proud of him because he was in the school. You saw Bob Hinson at Legon. You saw Bob Hinson at School of Admin working around his marketing. Today he's a great marketer, globally recognized. And you take pride in that because you feel part of the story. So when you study political research and somebody does this kind of things and says he's called Mussa Dankwah and he's doing political research, as if we don't know what political research is, and the media houses, I don't even know whether they have political scientists there. What kind of research is this? What is this? Mussa Dankwah, what is this? You can say NDC will win, nobody cares. You can say MPP will win, nobody cares. But don't disgrace political research. Mussa Dankwah, you are disgracing political research. What is this?